A Bronx man's life is now in the hands of a Manhattan judge. Later today, a man is set to appear in court for a murder charge after he's accused of pushing a 54-year-old man in front of a train in Harlem on Monday.
We've been following this story. That victim also from our borough. And right now, News 12 Samantha Cheney, she's outside the 25th Police Precinct with the latest information on the case. Sam.
Yeah, well, we've been waiting to hear more on this all week. Christy, I know you were here outside of the 25th Precinct on Monday where you actually saw this man. His name is Carlton McPherson. He was walked out of the precinct, and you actually saw him kind of have a smirk on his face. Others saw in that video that we showed as he was getting into the squad car. Well, he's now facing a second-degree murder charge after police tell us that he pushed a 54-year-old man named Jason Voles to his death Monday night at the 125th Street and Lexington Avenue subway station in Harlem. Investigators say this was a random attack, and we got a hold of a criminal complaint which says just before 7 o'clock Monday night, witnesses saw McPherson go up to Voles and with two hands just push him onto those tracks unprovoked. He was hit by an oncoming Ford train and he died, unfortunately. Now, police tell us that they did have an officer present that night at the station, and he heard people screaming and all that commotion happening and people pointing at that suspect saying that he pushed the man onto those tracks, and that's when he immediately placed him under arrest. Now, as I've been saying all morning, he is expected to be seen in Manhattan at court today, but the time is still up in the air. So as mentioned before, we'll continue following this story, and as we learn more details on when we can expect him to be in court, we'll have those updates here on 12. Aisha?
Samantha, that is a commuter's nightmare. Thank you for giving us that update from the 25th Precinct in Harlem.
And the NYPD now turning to technology to crack down on guns in the subway system. Mayor Adams and the NYPD demonstrated right there how these scanners would work. So when a person walks through, if they have a gun on them, the scanner will send an alert to go off that would pinpoint where the gun could be concealed. Cell phones, tablets, and other electronic devices would not set off the alarm. Mayor Adams says this is a huge step in their efforts to get guns off the streets and create a safer subway system for all riders.
But the goal is to keep New York City safe. We want to be clear, no facial recognition, no biometrics, no items will be used to hold your facial or your identification.
Now, there is a 90-day waiting period before the scanners can be rolled out. It has not yet been determined which stations they will be in, but the mayor says it'll likely be areas with high crime.